Hello all my nursery friends, happy Sunday, welcome to a new video. For today's video, firstly we are going to sing a song, and the song that we are singing today is called Fruit of the Spirit. Now before we start our song, there are 9 actions that we are going to want to go over before we start our song, so you are able to participate with me while we sing together. So the first action we are going to learn today is the action of love, and that is shown by crossing your hands over your chest like so. The second action that we're going to want to learn today is the action of joy, and that action is going to be shown by us smiling and pointing our index finger into our face. The third action that we are going to learn today is the action of peace, and what we're going to do for this one is just to show a peace sign. The fourth action we are going to be doing today is the action of patience, and that is shown by holding our wrists up and tapping it like we have an imaginary watch on our wrists. Our fifth action is the action of kindness, and that is shown by reaching your hand up into the air and patting yourself onto your back. Our sixth action is the action of goodness, and that is to take your fingers, make a circle over your head just like a halo. Our seventh action for today is the action of faithfulness, and that is to put 1 and 2 of your hands together like you are praying. Our eighth action of today is the action of gentleness, and we are going to take one hand and we are going to take our other hand and we are going to rock it together just like we are holding a small baby. And our final action, which is action number 9, and that is going to be the action of self-control. And with this action, we are going to put our hands up like a stop, just like you would see a police officer do. So let's go over our actions one more time. We have our action of love, and that is to cross our hands over our shoulders. We have the action of joy, and that is to have a big smile and point with your index finger. We have the action of peace, and that is to make a peace sign with your fingers. We have the action of patience, and that is to hold your hand up and tap your wrist like you have a watch on. We have the action of kindness, and that is to reach up and pat yourself on the back. We have the action of goodness, and that is to take your fingers and make a circle over your head just like a halo. We have the action of faithfulness, and that is to take 2 of your hands and put your palms together like you are praying. We have the action of gentleness, and that is to take both your hands and rock them like a baby. And finally, we have the action of self-control, and that is to put your hand up like a stop sign. Now that we have all of our actions memorized in our head, we are going to start our song. Now, right before we start our song, if you have any musical instruments you would like to use, I would suggest getting them and bringing them to our video now. I'm going to be using a yellow tambourine. The tambourine sounds like this. If you have anything like a tambourine, a maraca, a shaker, a drum, or a guitar, feel free to bring it and add to our video. Okay friends, I am going to start our song, which is called Fruit of the Spirit, by shaking my tambourine like so. The fruit of the Spirit is not a coconut. The fruit of the Spirit is not a coconut. If you want to be a coconut, you might as well hear it. You can't be a fruit of the Spirit. Are you guys ready? Because the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, and patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Let's try that again. The fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, and patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Nice job, my friends. Let's keep going. Oh, the fruit of the Spirit is not a banana. The fruit of the Spirit is not a banana. You want to be a banana? Well, you might as well hear it. You can't be a fruit of the Spirit, because the fruit of the Spirit is, what is it? It is love, joy, peace, and patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Let's try that one more time, my friends, because the fruit of the Lord is love, joy, peace, and patience, kindness, goodness, faithful, gentleness, and self-control. Good job, my friends. Let's move on. Ready? The fruit of the Spirit is not a watermelon. The fruit of the Spirit is not a watermelon. The fruit of the Spirit is not a watermelon. You want to be a watermelon? You might as well hear it. You can't be a fruit of the Spirit. Because, why, my friends? Let's find out. It is because the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, and patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. One more time, ready? The fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, and patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Good job, my friends. Okay, this is going to be one of our last verses. Are we ready? The fruit of the Spirit is not a lemon. The fruit of the Spirit is not a lemon. The fruit of the Spirit is not a lemon. You want to be a lemon? You might as well hear it. You can't be a fruit of the Spirit, because the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, and patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Okay, my friends, this is the last time we're gonna do it. Let's see how fast we can do all our actions. Are we ready? Because the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, and patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. So, my friends, that song taught us what the fruit of the Spirit is. It isn't just a fruit. It is actions that we can do on a daily basis that can help show God how much we love Him. And those actions are just like we mentioned in our song. I'll relay them back to you. It is our love and our joy, our peace, our patience, our kindness, our goodness, our faithfulness, our gentleness, and our self-control. So now, with all of those actions in our mind, we are going to do an art activity based on our fruit of the Spirit. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to make our very own fruit that is going to represent all of these actions that we learned about today. So my friends, the fruit that we're making today is going to be a strawberry. Now, if you do not want to do a strawberry, you can do a banana or a grape or watermelon. You can do something different. But for this video and this tutorial, we are going to be doing a strawberry, and I'm going to show you step by step how we are going to make our fruit of our spirit strawberry. So the materials that we will be using today is we are going to need 1 paper plate. We are going to need some paint. So I picked some red and some green because these are the typical colors you will see of strawberries having. We are going to need a pair of scissors. We are going to need any type of sponge or paintbrush. And finally, we are going to need some construction paper, preferably any type of scrap green. It doesn't have to be green. I'm going to use green. Just any type of scrap paper that will be large enough for you to put your hand onto. So for step 1 of making our fruit of the spirit strawberry, we are going to take our paper plate, we are going to take our scissors, and we are going to cut a triangle out of our paper plate, and that is going to be the base of our strawberry. Now, our parents are probably going to help us with this step if we are not able to cut the scissors on our own. Now for step 2 of our activity, we are going to take our triangle piece of paper plate. We are going to take some red or some pink paint. Again, if you want to make your strawberry multicolored or rainbow or whatever you would like, of course, go for it. Mine's going to be red. And I'm going to take my paintbrush and I am going to paint all of the outside of my strawberry like so, covering every little bit of white. Friends, this is now my completed and painted piece of triangle paper plate. As you can see, I've covered every little piece of white all the way around. And so we're going to move on to step 3 while we wait for this part to dry. Now, this doesn't really look like a strawberry to me. Is there something missing, do you think? Can we think about it for a second? Oh, I know, the stem of the strawberry. Usually when you see strawberries, they have this little piece of green kind of leaf pieces hanging out, and that's the stem of the strawberry. So we're gonna make that right now for step 3. Now, how we're going to make our stem is we are going to take our scrap piece of paper, just like this one. We are going to take our green paint and we are going to cover our hands with green paint, and then we're going to stamp it onto our piece of paper. Now, if we're a little bit younger, maybe like William and Evelyn, you're gonna want to do a few stamps in a row just to make it look a little bit fuller. If your hand's a bit bigger, you might just want to do 1 or 2 stamps. Okay, so I'm going to take my paint, I'm going to put it onto a sponge like so, and then I'm going to take my hand and I'm going to put the paint all over my hand, just like so. See, all over, cover every little bit of skin that you see. Now that my hand is covered in paint, I'm going to take my paper and I'm going to press firmly onto my paper, making a handprint. So friends, here is my handprint, just like so. I only did 1 because my hand is relatively large. But again, as I mentioned, if you have smaller hands, you might want to do a few kind of in a row. And then once you have stamped your hand, you're going to want to wash your hands. And then we're going to put this stamp to the side to dry. So for step, I believe it's 4, we are going to go back to our strawberry, which should be dry by now, and we are going to add little bits of black dots all over our strawberry, and those are going to resemble the seeds of the strawberry. Usually when you have a strawberry, they have these tiny little seeds in them, so we're going to put that onto our paper plate to make it look a little bit more realistic. I have a smaller paintbrush here. I'm going to dip it into my black paint. I am going to take my paper plate like so, and I'm just going to put kind of little dashes into it. like little circles. And these are going to be like our little seeds. Some can be a little bit bigger. Some can be a little bit smaller. Doesn't matter. Just like this. And keep going until the entire strawberry is filled with its seeds. Put a few more in here. Like so. Ooh, pretty. Now for step 5, we're going to need a little bit of parental support. We are going to take our handprint, which should be a little bit dry by now, and we're going to cut this out. Finger by finger, we're going to cut that out. So I'm going to take my scissors, like so. You can't really see, but, and I'm going to cut it all the way around. Now that our handprint is cut out like so and pretty dry, we're going to move on to step 6, and this is our final step. So we are going to take our handprint and we are going to take our bottom of our strawberry and we are going to take a little bit of glue. Now you can do tape as well. And we are going to take the tiniest bit of glue. We are going to put on the back top of our strawberry, and then we're going to place our handprint on top. So friends, once it has completely dried, this is going to be your completed fruit of the spirit strawberry. We have our red strawberry at the bottom with our black seeds, and we have our handprint that is green, acting like the stem of the strawberry. My friends, I really hope that you enjoyed this video, the song, actions, and art activity that went along with it. I hope that you can show your brothers and sisters, maybe your moms and dads and your friends, all the fruit of the spirit actions that we learned today, and hopefully when I see you again in person we can do it together. I hope you have a lovely rest of your week. It's going to be a hot one this week, so stay safe, stay cool, and I will see you again next week for a new video. Goodbye, my friends.